Deathwish skateboards, you guys. You've been asking for it for a long time. 2 years. Here it is. I've been on this deck for 3 weeks now, and it's been a really good deck. I've kind of shredded it because I've been skating tons of street, but it's still in really good shape, nice and crisp. Anyways, let's get into the dimensions. So this is the Jamie Foy deck, but it's actually only an 8-inch deck. It's definitely not what he rides. And it is 31.5 inches long. Don't know what the nose and tail measurements are, but the wheelbase is 14.25, which is pretty long for a 31.5 inch board. So that makes the nose and tail feel kind of short, and they're pretty pointy, so check it out. It's all bony and scully and gutty bloody. Check that out. Anyways, it's actually pretty cool looking, and it looks really nice. Like, I almost wonder if it's screen printed, like I can feel it. The kicks are pretty pointy. Take a look at this tail. You guys can see that, it's quite pointy. It's also very steep. It almost feels like the kicks are curved up, like that. Okay, now here's some stuff I filmed the other day. Is this getting formulaic enough for you guys? What am I gonna do next? Like a frontside flip and a 360 flip and like the same tricks I do all the time? How about I try the tricks that I'm not very good at? Yeah! Oh! Well, that was super boring. I mean, I don't know how it was for you guys, but like, I want to land stuff. Well, that felt a little better. I'll save the real staples for the follow filming, you know, throw them in the middle of the lines there. Anyways, let's get onto this deck, guys, because honestly, it is rad. But these pointy kicks really threw me off for a bit, especially because I was skating an FA before this deck, so it was wacky. The only thing that was similar is both had short tails. This one was just like crazy pointy. Now that I'm used to it, however, though, it really has its advantages for some things. Like 360 flips are awesome with a pointy tail for me. Especially a pointy steep tail. Frontside flips feel good, hard flips feel good. All those really sort of scoopy tricks. There's just not a lot of material to get in the way for them, so they feel good to me. I'm not struggling with things like backside tail slides or anything on this pointy tail. Because it's steep, I can just get into the ledge really nicely. Yes, it would be nice to have a bit more meat for my foot on there, but I still, as long as it's like got a nice steep kick, I love steep boards for backside tail slides. One of the things that I haven't been enjoying on this board very much are things like Nollie nose slides and Nollie crooked grinds. After the FA board, it's just like, that thing was just so comfy with so much in front of you. And this, I definitely feel like I'm missing something when I'm trying to get onto the ledge. As for what trucks to be riding on this board, so at first I was riding it with Indy standards. It definitely felt clunky and heavy. Next I tried it with some Thunder 148s, and so those did feel a little bit wide because this is 8 inches. Those are 8.25. It did feel a bit awkward, even though I've talked about in other videos how much I like it. I like it with more blunt kicks. When I have really pointy kicks, I actually like my trucks to be the same width as the deck. I find the blunt kicks make wider trucks nice. Otherwise, nah. But getting back to the trucks, once I got these Indy hollow forged, this board was all of a sudden amazing. Like night and day difference. I went from feeling like the kicks were too steep, the wheelbase was too big, to all of a sudden, this thing felt amazing. Like instantly. No time to get used to it. It was just, you know, when you have the right combination, it's just like, it's home immediately. So that's how this felt. If anything, it's actually felt a tiny bit thicker than the boards I usually ride. So like, I wouldn't be surprised I mean, if I had a little micrometer or pinchy calipers, if I had those, I could probably tell you that this deck is like a 32nd of an inch wider than most boards. But I don't, so you'll just have to take my word for it, guys. I'm a carpenter, come on, I know these things. Now here's some stuff I filmed on the other day with some brutal fluorescent warehouse lighting. So in the last video, somebody was saying, Ben, do more mini ramp, not so much ledges and flat ground. Here's my 5 mini ramp tricks. Almost did the McTwist too. Next time. Not hesh enough to actually slide those. So close on that McTwist. Nice tall ledge with horrible ground. See, here's the thing about Canadian spots, guys. We have what are called butt spots. Everything in Canada has a butt. It's good, but anyways, we got it waxed up. We're gonna get this thing sliding and grinding. So, if you guys couldn't tell, I like this deck. I like it a lot. The nose and tail definitely felt super small and pointy after that FA, but I totally got used to it. And once I got used to it, I think I would use words more like real estate terms. So this tail is not small, it's cozy. And the nose was not super small either. Actually, I got used to it, and as you saw, I was able to get some nollie nose slides and nollie crooks on this other ledge, but it was no FA shovel. Anyways, now it's over. Definitely, the review is over, and it's late, and I need to go home. I'm tired. I've done a lot of tricks for you guys. So if you're wondering if I think that you should get a Deathwish skateboard. Okay, this is officially the worst outro ever. I'm like super calm and I can't get the like YouTube energy together. I just want to go home now, guys. So it's definitely time for you to stop watching because I don't have the energy to emote all over the camera at you anymore on this other day. So I'm gonna go. You're gonna go. And it's gonna be awesome. Goodbye.